It appears possibly two-story fourplexes on fire. Heavy fire showing. We have reports of people trapped. Engine 3 will be in rescue mode.
As soon as I jumped off the truck, people were coming up to me and telling me that there was a family that was trapped upstairs. I laddered the side of the building, was able to get to the top and peer inside. There was a significant amount of smoke that was coming out, and I could hear some faint voices in there of a man. He told me that he had his family with him, that they were trapped. This father's, I believe, was probably his last act before losing consciousness, was to raise up his smallest child, the only child that he had the strength left in him to move up just far enough to the window just so that I could grab the child and remove her from the window.
I looked over, I saw John on the top of the ladder and bringing a child out. So I quickly ran over there, helped get the child from John off the ladder. She was lifeless, limp.
When I went back up the ladder to try to retrieve the other child, I noticed that most of the family members were either semi-conscious or unconscious, not really responding to me anymore.
They were trying to convince the dad to hand out the second girl, but he was clutching her and he wouldn't let go. And that was because at this point he was suffering from hypoxia because there was smoke in the bathroom. So it was at that point that I ordered Brent to go through the window.
As I was climbing in, I kind of fell down into the shower. The dad had grabbed the daughter and sat down in the shower and was just sitting there, and he was completely unconscious, and so was the daughter. So I'm down there and I'm pulling on her, and each time I would pull, he would wrap her up tighter. I just started praying like crazy. I was thinking that I'm done. I don't have any strength left, and I was like, Lord, if you want these people out of here, you're gonna have to take care of it, because I can't do this. I grabbed her again, and all of a sudden she was just kind of light as a feather, and I practically threw her up into the window.
The front of the structure was becoming involved in fire. The front door was actually on fire.
The smoke was so thick that you couldn't see more than maybe about a foot in front of your face. Went upstairs, there was crews in there trying to keep the fire at bay so we could make entry to the bathroom.
I was starting to think, well, what if I'm trapped now? And so I climbed back up to the window and made sure that I would be able to, pull myself up and get out of there if I absolutely needed to, if, things went south real quick. But fortunately, as I was doing that, I started hearing crews on the outside of the bathroom door. So I was just like, thank God, I have other people here with me.
When the adults were brought out of the house, they were completely unconscious, unresponsive, flaccid, no movement whatsoever.
We are following breaking news in Salem this morning. An apartment fire has sent two parents and their daughters to the hospital.
Last check, Natalie, that family of four, they're all in critical condition right now.
I was able to ride into the hospital with the father, at which point in time he woke up and started to ask about his family. He asked about his children, if they were out, if they were safe. He asked about his wife, and to be able to see that on his face when I told him that we were able to get them out was relieving to me as well, I think, as to him.
We didn't think that the mom was going to live. I don't mean that night. I mean the next day when we started getting reports from the hospital and hearing the shape that she was in.
The family went to Station 3, and I was on Engine 2. We went over there, we met with them, and there was other family members there, and there was a lot of tears shed, and hugs, and thank yous, and yeah, it was one of the best feelings ever.
And because of the night they came to Station 3, they really didn't get to meet everybody that was involved. And so Brad Paris, again, who was the captain on Engine 3, and he's also one of our union officers, he set up a night where they would come down to the Union Hall, and any of us who hadn't gotten a chance to meet him could come down and meet them. And it's just to see the four of them walking around and see the girls playing and running around and playing with our kids who are there too, because a lot of us brought our kids down. And I mean, it was just incredible.
I think that they're wonderful people. They were very thankful, and I could tell you that it had a huge impact on me being able to meet them afterwards. And that being able to rescue everyone and have everybody turn out okay is probably a once-in-a-career thing for a firefighter.